Nina.
And I'm Randa.
And today's video is a Q&A. We asked you guys on Instagram for your questions. This is what you gave us. If you want to be on the next Q&A, follow us on Instagram, Randa Nelson and Nina Nelson. We'll see you there.
Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We post videos every Thursday and Saturday.
But because it's summer, we're going to start posting even more videos.
So make sure you turn on post notifications so you don't miss a video.
When we get to 1 million subscribers, we're flying one of you guys to come hang out with us in LA, so be sure to subscribe.
It could be you.
Let's get into the video. Have you guys ever heard of the law of attraction? If so, what have you learned from it and what have you guys created from it?
Okay, I have heard of the law of attraction. It's not something I actively think about on a day-to-day basis, but I do see the logic behind it, because I do think if you put out good vibes and you notice the positive things in life,
You have more positive things come back to you.
because it's more about like training your brain to like see the positive, and if like a bad situation happens or you fail or whatever, it's about seeing it in a positive way to grow from it.
I completely believe in the law of attraction. I think that if you like put out negative thoughts, you're gonna have negative things happen.
Yeah.
That's what the law of attraction is. And I don't know, maybe since like becoming single, I just feel like more free, like oh, if I like want something, I can get it. If I believe it, I'll achieve it. That sounds like super cliche, but I believe in it. What's your weirdest date you've ever had? Maybe that Bumble date?
Yeah, you guys got to witness it.
Bumble Truth or Dare? No, that was fun. That was fun.
It was fun. I remember because we picked him up at a Whole Foods like close to our house, because we were like, maybe he shouldn't just come right over to our house. And I remember like seeing him.
I was so nervous.
And your hope was, I'm like, oh my gosh, like he's here, like this is actually happening. So
low key though, looked like French hairstyles. Like, am I right?
Yeah, I could see it.
I can think of a weird thing that happened during a date. Like I was on a date the other day and like a bunch of like subscribers came up to me and it was like the first date I had with him. And
That's not weird.
I guess it's not. Yeah, it wasn't weird. It was cool. It was really cool. But I was like, oh, I wonder what he thinks of this. One second, should I introduce him? Nah, this is me just meeting him.
I can think of a weird date.
What?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, my
Your
ex-ex.
ex-boyfriend.
My ex-ex.
Yeah,
A double X.
we both kind of like dated him.
The same guy.
The same guy. So that was like weird. Even in the moment, it was kind of weird because I was like, you're not a good kisser.
Yikes.
I can vouch for that.
Yikes. Nina, is it weird Randa has a boy and you don't? It's funny because when I had a boyfriend, everyone was asking you if you're jealous of me. But no, I'm not jealous of Randa and her relationship. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. I like being single. It's fun. And I don't feel weird that you had a boy. I mean, maybe I was like annoyed in the beginning because I was like lonely. Because I was just going through my breakup and I was like, I'm gonna be forever alone.
Yeah, actually, when you first got a boyfriend, I was like, and that was like especially. I actually was sad. I was like, and especially like it kind of did validate that like I didn't have anybody, and like I was kind of like trying to like get over somebody too. So it was like
we were going through the same thing.
Like validated that I was like, there's no one for me. Like, especially when you're like in that down place
and back to
rejected.
And back to the law of attraction. If you believe there's nobody for you, there's gonna be nobody for you. Am I right, people?
Yeah. But
see, it's real.
It's not that I felt jealous of who you were dating, but I did feel like, oh, like you want to go and hang out with him?
Like, why?
Why hang out with me? Like, I'm all alone. But then it's also, I just eventually got used to it, and it became part of my normal, and I wasn't like upset about it or anything. And maybe you can relate, and you went through that as well. I don't know.
Any advice to girls finding the right guy? My advice to that is you don't need to find a guy. There's no like to be honest, you don't need a guy. But I think when somebody is a good guy, I think you just have to take things slow. Just because they say like a bunch of nice things to you doesn't necessarily make them a good guy, because I don't want to say a lot of guys, but there are some guys that'll just like say nice things to you because they want to get in your pants. And so I'm saying take things slow, unless you want to do that, but I like to take things slow.
Yeah, if you don't want to get your emotions too caught up, then like take it slow, just in case they hurt your feelings.
Now, how do they find the right guy?
But hold on, I was gonna say, to find the right guy, it just has to be someone that is nice to you and someone you can trust.
And somebody who respects you. And also, if you want somebody to respect you, you need to respect yourself. Guys can smell when people don't respect themselves. It's weird.
And also, I feel like so many people are caught up in finding like the perfect guy, when it's like there really could be someone like that you know, or there really could be someone that you know already that could be like a good person to date, but maybe you're not in the same mindset of I would go for that type of person, and you're more in the mindset of just being on the chase of finding the perfect guy when there really is none. If someone is nice to you,
there is perfect girls though.
If someone is nice to you, if someone's respectful and a good person that you also have a good time with,
And you gotta be attracted to
and you gotta be attractive, obviously. But that could be the right guy. So it's also a matter of just being in the right mindset to notice the right guy.
Right.
Because nobody's perfect.
Is Nina still dating? If not, how would you deal with a breakup? Love you guys. I
love you.
We love you too, first of all. And second of all, no, I'm not dating. Did say in the previous video that I'm single, and there's been a couple videos where I'm like basically, you know, shouting out that I'm single.
And you touched upon,
we can make a video on how I like got over the breakup.
right, so here it is.
So here it is, guys. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Breakups are rough, for sure. I feel like that, like, it's like one of the hardest things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, you're just so sad.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay,
it's a little
I just want to put a disclaimer because I'm trying to be as careful with how I put things as possible because I don't want this to be like one of those videos where like
You're hating on your
YouTubers
ex.
are trashing their ex, especially when the other person doesn't have
a chance
to
defend themselves.
because there's two sides to every story.
Exactly, yeah.
So disclaimer, not going to
Hate on anyone.
exactly.
Little backstory.
Little backstory, like towards the end of our relationship, I wasn't happy, neither was he. And I kind of had been like wanting to break up, but I was afraid. Like I feel like when you have like an unhealthy relationship, and I'm not saying that it was his fault that it was unhealthy. Like obviously I take full responsibility for that. And I think that you think in your mind like, oh, there's never going to be anybody else that I connect with. Like this is the only person. You're too afraid. I was just basically too afraid to be on my own, which sounds silly. So then I did get single and I was really, really sad about it. It starts from crying every single day to maybe crying like every other day and then crying once a week. But I think when I would like cry and like be really sad, I would, is this like too much information?
No, go.
I would like lay outside in my backyard, put on some peaceful music, I'd try to meditate. I'd actually do it naked. And one time I got really, really badly sunburned. So maybe don't do that. But I just thought,
What does that have to do with anything?
it doesn't have to do with, it does have to do with something because I feel like I'd go outside and like turn on peaceful music and just like try to meditate and I would like cry. And I think the best way to get over a breakup is to just let yourself cry.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Because otherwise, if you don't grieve,
you're just
postponing it. Like, yeah, there's some people who go and like find a rebound and they feel better about that. But then when the rebound ends, like they're still sad all over again. You have to deal with it. Yeah.
If you break up with your ex and then you continue to see them,
Which is what we did.
after you break up,
That's why I couldn't address it right away.
I think that it prolongs getting over the person, and I don't necessarily think that's healthy. Obviously, I think it's hard to just kind of like cut the cord and not see someone, but looking at your situation and maybe like seeing other people's, I think it's probably best that you don't see your ex. Let yourself get over it, because you will get over it faster, even though it's more difficult. Also, I think on another side of you, I don't necessarily think it is a good thing to cry every day. If that helps you, then that's fine. I'm not telling you you should feel a certain way, but I also think it's like,
yeah, you forced me to go out.
You could just like accept it and like, yeah, it's sad and it sucks, but you just have to remember that there's other people out there. You have to be positive about it and just give yourself time to get over it.
Once I was past like the sadness, I started to realize like, oh my god, there's so many guys out there. Like there's so many people to meet. Like this is fun. And it was like such a sad time, but the sadness was worth it because I feel so good now and I'm like meeting all the people that I'm meeting now. So it worked out. The best tip would just be also to just have friends by you.
Yeah.
You made me get on Bumble, which I didn't like right away.
I think distract yourself. That's like the best way to get over anything. Like literally distract yourself. I don't necessarily mean go and find a rebound. But like
unless that works for you.
Unless that works for you, then that could be a good distraction. But I think put your mind on other things like working out, making videos, or just like any other hobbies you have.
I know some people who are watching have maybe been through a breakup or they're thinking about a breakup. I think that I just want to say, if you're one of those people and you want to be single but you're afraid to be, there's nothing to be afraid of. Legitimately, there is nothing to be afraid of. You can be single and then you're gonna find that it's like really fun. Yeah, it's weird because I know it seems, if you're going through a breakup now, I know it seems like pretty much like almost the end of the world. I don't know how else to describe it. Like it feels like your whole world's crashing. But there's just gonna be one day where you just feel fine. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're sad, and then one day you're just like, you know what? I deserve happiness. I deserve to have somebody who loves me. You deserve a nice person. Someone who's supportive of me. A few weeks ago, I didn't want to go on this date with a guy, and you kind of made me.
I literally was like, yeah, just go.
It was so worth it to go. Because it was fun. Now we're maybe gonna go on a third date. Woo! Woo! Party, guys! Thumbs up if you want to meet him. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Advice that I know now as a, you know, more experienced dater, not a professional or anything, but is to like give somebody a chance. I used to like when I would meet someone, I'd be like, oh no, I don't like them, like move on to the next one. But it's like, you know what? Like,
You'd find something wrong with everyone.
I would find something wrong with everyone. But it's like, no, you can like give that person a chance and you might end up liking them. Just because you don't fall in love with them right away. Did that work out the last time that happened? No. Like give somebody a chance and you might see the qualities and end up liking them.
Guys,
you know?
we're getting a little backstory into Randa's love life. My advice for dating new people would be, you want someone? You can have them! It is all you, girl! Have that confidence.
Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe because we're posting tons of videos this summer.
Follow our Instagram so you can be on the next Q&A.
And we will see you next video. Bye!